this, we are considering a unit zero coupon bond or pure discount bond. Now, what is the meaning of unit zero coupon bond class? So let us suppose the redemption is occurring at time n, and since it is a unit zero coupon bond, so the redemption amount is 1 only. Plus time 0 से n के बीच में there are no coupon payment. There is no coupon payment. And let us say the price of this bond is given by Pn. Fine. Pn is my price, 1 is my redemption. Then class, let us suppose yn, small yn, and what is yn? Yn is discrete spot rate. When you are considering a spot rate, it consider only a zero coupon bond where we have an income at what? That is at 1 point only. At this point, we have an income. That is what we are considering. So class, what is the relation between the three terms? So can I say Pn, price is nothing but 1 divided by 1 plus yn raised to power n, or 1 plus yn raised to power minus n. Fine. So class, this is my price of unit zero coupon bond, and the new term we are using now, yn, that is known as discrete spot rate. Fine. Any problem? Class, let's see one question. It says the prices of 100 nominal of zero coupon bond varies as a term as follows. 1 year is 94. तो क्लास 1 year बॉन्ड है जिसकी रिडेम्पशन 100 है, इसका प्राइस टाइम 0 पर 94 है, हमें स्पॉट रेट निकालना है. तो क्लास 94 इज इक्वल टू 100 डिवाइडेड बाय 1 प्लस y1. n is the rate निकाला. Let's see one question. It says the prices of 100 nominal of zero coupon bond varies as a term as follows. 1 year is 94. तो क्लास 1 year बॉन्ड है जिसकी रिडेम्पशन 100 है, इसका प्राइस टाइम 0 पर 94 है, हमें स्पॉट रेट निकालना है. तो क्लास 94 इज इक्वल टू 100 डिवाइडेड बाय 1 प्लस y1. n is the number of years at which you have a redemption. So y1, so class, when you solve for 1 plus y1, it is 1.064. So y1 is 6.4%. Fine. Similarly, class, we have 5-year bond with the price 70. So 70 is equal to 100 divided by 1 plus y5 raised to power 5. So class, we have to solve for y5. When you solve, you will get 7.4%. So class, similarly, we have 10-year bond whose price are given. So at 10, we have a redemption of 100. At time 0, we have 47. So we have to calculate y10, right? The same formula we are using, 47, 100, 1 plus y10 raised to power 10. When you solve y10, we get 7.8%. Fine. And similarly, class, when you solve for 15 years, you will get y15 as 8.4. And class, now you see the difference. My y1 was 6.4, then 7.4, 7.8, 8.4. If you check, my yield curve is increasing with time. And why it is increasing, class, I have already given you the explanation. Because this is more riskier than this. To compensate that risk, guys, we have more return of 10-year spot rate than the 15-year spot rate than the 1-year spot rate. Fine, class. Any problem? So class, let us suppose we have given 1-year spot rate as y1, 2-year spot rate as y2, and 3-year spot rate as y3. Fine. And let us suppose we have a 3-year bond which is paying a coupon payment of D and redemption of R. And class, my aim is to find the price. Fine. So class, how to find the price using the spot rate? Class, हमने चैप्टर नंबर 13 में ग्रॉस रिडेम्पशन यील्ड देखी थी. ग्रॉस रिडेम्पशन यील्ड is basically weighted average of all this. In gross redemption yield plus coupon payment and redemption payment का average already included होता है. So that is a single return we are getting throughout the year. But in spot rate, it is just considering the income at this spot. Fine. So class, to find the price of this, we use D divided by 1 plus Y1. We will discount this coupon payment using this spot rate only. For second year, we use 2-year spot rate. Fine. And for class third year, D and R, we use the third year spot rate. Fine. Or class, you can extend till in also. Clear? So this is the way we can find the price of the bond if there is a coupon payment and the spot rates are given. So you have to understand the difference between chapter and 13. Chapter 13 we said DA3 plus RV3. Here we are using the gross redemption rate. Fine. And this is the way we can use with the help of the spot rate. Fine. So class, let's see one question of chapter follows. 1 year is I plus for 1 plus time took in the as Y1, 2-year spot rate as Y2 and 3-year spot rate as Y3. Fine. And let us suppose we have a 3-year bond which is paying a coupon payment of D and redemption of R. And class, my aim is to find the price. Fine. So class, how to find the price using the spot rate? क्लास, हमने चैप्टर नंबर 13 में ग्रॉस रिडेम्पशन यील्ड देखी थी. ग्रॉस रिडेम्पशन यील्ड इज बेसिकली weighted average of all this. In gross redemption yield plus coupon payment and redemption payment का average already included होता है. So that is a single return we are getting throughout the year. But in spot rate, it is just considering the income at this spot. Fine. So class, to find the price of this, we use D divided by 1 plus Y1. We will discount this coupon payment using this spot rate only. For second year, we use 2-year spot rate. Fine. And for class third year, D and R, we use the third year spot rate. Fine. Or class, you can extend till in also. Clear? So this is the way we can find the price of the bond if there is a coupon payment and the spot rates are given. So you have to understand the difference between chapter and 13. Chapter 13 we said DA3 plus RV3. Here we are using the gross redemption rate. Fine. And this is the way we can use with the help of the spot rate. Fine. So class, let's see one question on this. Fine. And this is the way we can use with the help of the spot rate. Fine. So class, let's see one question on this. So we have the current annual term of structure of interest is this. तो क्लास जब भी इस फॉर्म में दिया हो दैट मीन्स द फर्स्ट टर्म इज y1, then y2, this is y3, y4 and y5. Fine. So that is the interpretation of the interest like this. Fine. A 5-year fixed interest security has just been issued. It pays a coupon of 6% per annum annually in arrear and redeemable at par. So class, we have to find the price when the coupon payment is 6 annually for 5 years. And redemption at 100. Class, we have given spot rate y1, y2, y3, y4, y5. So class, my price formula is P is equal to 6 divided by 1.07 plus 6 divided by 1.0725 plus 6 divided by 1.075 fine. Class, when you solve this, we get 92.25. Fine. Next part it says find the gross redemption yield for this. तो क्लास ग्रॉस रिडेम्पशन यील्ड के लिए हमारे पास प्राइस ऑलरेडी है 90.2.25. Present value of inflow is equal to present value of outflow. We are getting a coupon payment 6A5 plus 100 V raised to power 5. Now this is my equation class. Please do the interpolation, find I1, find I2, find FI1, FI2, and then find I using the interpolation. Without doing calculation class, you can guess your answer. How? Class, कैपिटल गेन है 6 रुपीज का कूपन पेमेंट है तो जो आपका आई है वो 6% से क्या होगा ज्यादा होगा राइट कि 6 तो इंटरेस्ट आपको मिल ही रहा है प्लस देयर इज अ कैपिटल गेन एज वेल सो दैट इज वन ऑफ द रीजन आंसर विल बी मोर देन 6 तो आंसर आपका क्लास 7 और 8% के बीच में आएगा नाउ प्लीज फाइंड आउट FI1 and FI2 and then I. Fine. Any problem? Plus final answer of any problem? Plus next is discrete time forward rate. It is denoted by FT comma R. Plus this is the annual return which is agreed at time 0 and this is the return which you will get in between time T to T plus R. Now, what is the meaning of this? Why we require this? Plus, in India, RBI is responsible for deciding a short-term rate of interest. And they have, I think, quarterly, they decide the interest rate. What is the future rate of interest? तो क्लास शॉर्ट टर्म रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट तो आपने डिसाइड कर दिया बट हमें लॉन्ग टर्म रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट भी डिसाइड करना है तो क्लास फ्यूचर में हमें रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट कम करना है या ज्यादा करना है वो एक एक्सपेक्टेशन रहती है उसके बेसिस पे दे कैलकुलेट द फॉरवर्ड रेट एंड यूजिंग दिस स्पॉट रेट ऑफ 0 to T and the forward rate they calculate what is my long term spot rate. फाइन ऑल्दो क्लास रियल लाइफ में हमारे पास कंटिन्यूअस मॉडल है जो हम CM2 में पढ़ने वाले हैं वेसिचेक मॉडल है कॉक्स मॉडल है रियल लाइफ में हम उसको यूज करते हैं बट हाँ टू गिव इट आइडिया कि विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ शॉर्ट टर्म रेट YT एंड द फॉरवर्ड रेट वी कैलकुलेट द लॉन्ग टर्म रेट फाइन तो क्लास क्वेश्चन कम्स हाउ यू कैलकुलेट YT प्लस R और YT और FT कॉमा R तो क्लास इसके लिए हम प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी यूज करेंगे accumulation from 0 to T plus R it is what accumulation from 0 to T accumulation from T to T plus R right so this is 1 plus Y T plus R raised to power T plus R it is equal to 1 plus YT raised to power T 1 plus FT comma R raised to power R तो क्लास इनमें से दो चीजें आपको गिवन होगी, थर्ड थिंग आपको निकालना है। तो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दिस कंसेप्ट, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी। डोंट रट्टाफाई द फॉर्मूला। आपकी बुक में एफ टी कॉमा आर का उसने अलग से सिंप्लीफाई करके फॉर्मूला दिया है, बट देर इज नो नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस सेपरेट फॉर्मूला। जस्ट रिमेंबर द बेसिक लॉजिक बिहाइंड दिस। फाइन। And this is a very, very important topic, class. Almost every time you have a question on this topic. Fine. Class, further there is one more notation which we are having. Class, f t comma
discrete time forward rate
fine. Class, further there is one more notation which we are having. Class, f t comma 1, it is written as ft only. A very important thing. Class, let us suppose we have forward rate from time 5 to 6. So we can write this as f5 comma 1, or this is equivalent to f5. Fine. Second important thing, class, f0 comma t, it is equivalent to yt only. जो भी रेट जीरो से है क्लास, दैट इज नथिंग बट स्पॉट रेट। हाँ, अगर आप जीरो पे खड़े हो और फ्यूचर में रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट की बात कर रहे हो, दैट इज व्हाट योर फॉरवर्ड रेट। इट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम जीरो, दैट इज मीन व्हाट इट इज yt ओनली। फाइन, एनी प्रॉब्लम? तो क्लास आप एक चीज ध्यान रखिएगा, एक फॉर्मूला और, 1 प्लस वाई टी it is equivalent to 1 plus f naught 1 plus f1 1 plus f2 and so on 1 plus ft minus 1. Fine. So this is also an important result. Fine. So class, let's see some question on this topic. So class, fine. So this is also an important result. Fine. So class, let's see some question on this topic. So class, let's see one question from your study material. What it says, we have
तो कैसे निकालेंगे? ठीक है, तो वो निकाला है, उसके फॉर्मूलाज हैं। इसमें हम प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी यूज़ करते हैं। 1 प्लस वाई टी आर का ये वाला निकाला है, तो 1 प्लस वाई टी की पावर टी 1 प्लस एफ टी आर। ओके, उसके बाद हमारे पास एक नोटेशन है एफ टी 1 इक्वल्स टू एफ टी ओनली, f0 to t is equal to yt only because 0 से start हुआ, तो it's just spot rate। 1 plus yt equals to
year, 5 year, and 7 year spot rate, which is given. So class, we have y3 is 6%, y5 is 5.7%, and y7 it is 5%. See class, now we have a decreasing spot rate, right? Now class, 3 year forward rate from time 4 plus time 4 say 3 year spot rate, that is time 4 comma 3, that is equivalent to 5.2%. This is given to us, right? Now class, first thing it says we have to find f3. So let me choose. F3 means class this.
3 to 4
तो क्लास अगर मैं एक्यूमुलेशन फॉर्मूला देखें, हमें 0 to 3 गिवन है, एक्यूमुलेशन फ्रॉम 0 to 3 प्लस 3 to 4 हमें निकालना है, राइट। क्लास 4 to 7 हमें गिवन है, एंड क्लास 0 to 7 भी हमें गिवन है, राइट। तो क्लास 1 plus y3 raised to power 3 1 plus f3 plus 1 plus f4 comma 3 raised to power 3 is 1 plus y7 raised to power 7, राइट। f3 की वैल्यू निकालनी है क्लास, सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दीजिए, 1.06 raised to power 3 1 plus f3 1.052 raised to power 3, fine। क्लास solve for f3, pause the video and solve the answer।
मेरे को F3 3 to 4 1 plus F3 4 to 7 1 plus F4 to 7 4 to 3 की पावर 3।
So class, when you solve this, you get 1.48%. Fine. Similarly, class, next part says f5 comma 2. तो क्लास नंबर लाइन पे देखें, so this is my f5 comma 2, right? तो क्लास pause the video and try to find how to
0 to 5 5 to 7 और 0 to
find this f5 comma 2. You have to use again class the principle of consistency. Pause and try to find yourself first. So class, to find this, we have age 0 to 5. So I can use accumulation from 0 to 5. 5 to 7 we have to calculate. It is 0 to 7. So 1 plus y5 raised to power 5 1 plus f 5 comma 2 raised to power 2. Can I write? So class 1.057 raised to power 5 f 5 comma 2, it is 3.27%. Fine. Hope you get the same answer. Class, similarly try for y4. तो क्लास y4 is this. तो y4 आप दो तरीके से निकाल सकते हैं क्लास। एक तो आप डायरेक्टली लिख सकते हैं A04 इज इक्वल टू A
3 to 4 अभी निकाला ही है हमने y
03 into A34 because we have F3 also. So 1 plus Y4 raised to power 4 is 1 plus Y3 raised to power 3 into 1 plus F3. और दूसरा क्लास 0 to 7 वाला लॉजिक भी आप लगा सकते थे क्योंकि हमें F43 भी दिया हुआ है तो बोथ आर करेक्ट फाइन तो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे वी आर यूजिंग द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी ओनली फाइन तो क्लास व्हेन यू सॉल्व दिस y4 so we get class 4.85%. Fine. Now class the last one f3 comma 4. So class f3 comma 4 is this. Fine. So class again a0 to 3, 3 to 7 is equivalent to a07. Fine. So class 1 plus y3 raised to power 3, 1 plus f 3 comma 4 raised to power 4 is 1 plus y7 raised to power 7. Solve for f3 comma 4 class. You will get 4.26%. Fine. So class, let's see one more question. You will get 4.26%. Fine. So class, let's see one more question from your past year paper. This is September 2007 IFOA question. Now what is this says? We have given the forward rate if 01 as 4%, f1 comma 1 4.25%, f2 comma 1 4.5%, and f2 comma 2 is 5%. All forward rates are given, guys. Plus f01 is nothing but y1 only, right? I already told you that. So class first part we have to find f3 comma 1. Now 3 comma 1, if you check on the number line, it is the rate between 3 to 4. We can write f3 also, right? Now class, let's see the other parts what we have given. We have given 0 to 1, 1 to 2, we have given f0, we have given f1, right? We have given f2, right? f3 we have to calculate, plus we have given even 2 comma 2 also. So class, from there also we can find accumulation from 2 to 4 is equivalent to accumulation from 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, right? So class, 2 to 4 and 1 plus f3. So class, this is 1.05 square. For f3 we get 5.5024%. Fine. Any problem? Class, next is all possible zero coupon spot rate yield we have to find. तो क्लास we have already calculated y1 as 4%. We can calculate y2 also. Class 0 to 2 we have given f naught f1 and we have to calculate y2. So class 1 plus y2 square is equivalent to 1 plus y1, 1 plus f1. Can I write or not? So class 1 plus y2 square 1.04 into 1.0425. Solve y2 class. Class 4.1249% we are getting. Fine. Class similarly, if we talk about y3, 0 to 3, we have y3. So class f0, f1, f2. और क्लास वी हैव नाउ फाइंड y2 also. हम ऑलरेडी y2 भी निकाल चुके हैं. We can use that also. 1 plus y3 cube is 1 plus y2 square 1 plus f2, right? F2 is nothing but 2 to 3 only. So class substitute value of these two. 0.2 find we can 1 plus y2 का square 1 plus f2 comma 2 का square. Clear? तो calculate y4 class. Class we get 4.65615%. Clear? Any problem? So class, once you find all the possible rates, what is the next part? Let's do that. The gross redemption yield on a 4-year bond redeemable at par with a 3% coupon payment annually in arrear. तो क्लास ग्रॉस रिडेम्पशन यील्ड निकालनी है. हमारे पास ग्रॉस रिडेम्पशन यील्ड के लिए फॉर्मूला क्या है? P इज इक्वल टू 3A4 plus 100V raised to power 4. But class, there is a problem. Can you find without price? Can you find I? हमारे पास क्लास P नहीं पता, हमें दो चीजें अननोन है इस इक्वेशन में. तो क्लास विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्पॉट रेट्स कैन वी फाइंड प्राइस. So 3 divided by 1 plus y1 plus 3 divided by 1 plus y2 का square 3 divided by 1 plus y3 cube plus 103 divided by 1 plus y4 raised to power. Fine. So class, with this equation, can we find the price? We have 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year spot rates, right? So class, substitute the value of all this and find the price. Pause the video and try to find the price first, and then substitute the price here and find the gross redemption yield class. Fine. So class, when you solve this, you get 94.468 as the price, and using the interpolation we get I is equal to 4.5%. Hope you got the same answer. So class, last part is very interesting. Explain why the gross redemption yield for the 4-year bond is lower than the 1-year forward rate of time this. Class F3 comma 1 we have calculated in the first part. F3 comma 1 was 5.5024%. तो क्लास फंडा इज दिस, जो आपका ग्रॉस रिडेम्पशन यील्ड है क्लास, दैट इज द वेटेड एवरेज ऑफ ऑल द फॉरवर्ड रेट्स. तो क्लास अगर आप वेटेड एवरेज करेंगे इन सब का, क्लास वेटेड एवरेज इज ऑलवेज इन बिटवीन द मीन टर्म, मतलब जो भी आपकी टर्म्स हैं उसके बीच में होगा. तो क्लास बिलो इज 4% एंड द हाईएस्ट इज 5.5024. So the 4.5 is in between that only. So that is why it is lower than the your f3 comma 1 plus. Fine, because this is the mean of all the forward rates. Fine, any problem? So class, this is another past year question, September 2008 का question है class. Please pause the video and try to solve this question yourself first and then check the solution part class. Fine. So class, what's the
Three bonds paying annual coupon in a year 6% are redeemable at 105 per. The price of each of the bonds is 103. Hundred number. Calculate the gross redemption yield of the 3-year bond. 3-year bond. Hmm. 6.1 and 6.18 3 105 3 103. 3 decimal places all possible spot rates implied by the information given as annual effective rates of interest. All possible spot rates. 1 plus y1 1 plus y2 square 1 plus y3 cube 103 D is 6%, 6.18. Divided by 103. Minus
Question says three bonds paying annual coupon in area 6% per annum redeemable at 105 per 100 nominal and reach their redemption date in exactly 1, 2 and 3 years times respectively. The price of each of the bond is 103. तो क्लास 3 बॉन्ड है 1 साल का बॉन्ड है उसका प्राइस भी 103 है redemption is time 1 6 plus 105. There is another bond जिसका प्राइस 103 है again time 1 per 6 time 2 per 6 plus 105 and there is a third bond 3-year bond. This is what we have given class. The class first portion says calculate the gross redemption yield of a 3-year bond. Class इस बॉन्ड की ग्रॉस redemption yield निकालनी है. क्लास ग्रॉस redemption yield निकालनी है तो 103 is equivalent to 6A3 plus 105 V3. Yield will be more than 6% क्योंकि capital gain भी है, right? Please do the interpolation. So class we get I1 as 6% and 7%. We get class FI1 and FI2. Fine. So class when you solve this for I, when my Fi is 103, we get class I as 6.44%. Clear class? Any problem? Class next is calculate a 3 decimal places all possible spot rate implied by the information. तो क्लास हमें इनसे स्पॉट रेट निकालना है. तो क्लास फर्स्ट हमें बॉन्ड दे रखा है 1 year बॉन्ड. विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट कैन आई फाइंड द स्पॉट रेट? तो क्लास 103 इज इक्वल टू 111 डिवाइडेड बाय 1 प्लस y1, राइट. तो क्लास सॉल्व दिस फॉर y1. Plus we get 7.767%.
Oh God. Plus bond made by the information. तो क्लास हमें इनसे स्पॉट रेट निकालना है. तो क्लास फर्स्ट हमें बॉन्ड दे रखा है 1 year बॉन्ड. विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट कैन आई फाइंड द स्पॉट रेट? तो क्लास 103 इज इक्वल टू 111 डिवाइडेड बाय 1 प्लस y1, राइट. तो क्लास सॉल्व दिस फॉर y1. Plus we get 7.767%. Fine. Now class, with the help of this equation, what is the equation? Class 103 is equal to 6 divided by 1 plus y1 plus 111 1 plus y2 का square. Yes or no? Present value of inflow is equal to present value of outflow using the spot rates. Class, when you solve this for y2, because we have already find the y1, substitute y1 and solve for y2 here. We get class 6.736%. Class, similarly, using this equation, we can find the 3 year spot rate. Class, 103 is equivalent to 6 divided by 1 plus y1 plus 6 divided by 1 plus y2 plus 111 divided by 1 plus y3 cube. So class, when you solve this for y3, we get the 3 year spot rate. Fine. So class, this is 6.394%. Fine. Any problem? To calculate a 3 decimal places all possible forward rate as well. क्लास हमें सारे फॉरवर्ड रेट भी निकालने हैं. तो क्लास फॉरवर्ड रेट पॉसिबिलिटीज, तो सबसे पहले पॉसिबिलिटीज क्या है क्लास? हमारा फॉरवर्ड रेट एक तो ये है F1, एक क्या है F2, राइट. और क्लास एक है हमारा F1, 2. These are the 3 forward rate are there because class F01 is nothing but your spot rate only. Fine. So class, first thing comes how you find y1, sorry F1. So class, accumulation from 0 to 2
is equivalent to accumulation from 0 to 1 and 1 to 2, right? So class 1 plus y2 square is equal to 1 plus y1 into 1 plus f1. So y2 will be what? 1.06736 square is equal to 1 plus 0.0767 into 1 plus f1. So class f1 will be 3 cube is equal to 1 plus y2 square into 1 plus f2, right class? 2 means what? 2 to 3 only. So please solve this for f2. And class similarly f1 comma 2 is also we can find, that is 1
0
plus
plus
y3
y1
cube
3 plus
is equal to 1 plus
1 plus
y1
y1 1
into 1 plus
1 plus
f1 comma
f1
2
comma 2
का square.
square.
फाइन. तो क्लास इस इक्वेशन से हमारा f1 कॉमा 2 मिलेगा. फाइन. तो क्लास दिस इज 5.714%. Clear class? Any problem? So class, another very important and very good question from your past year paper. Fine. So class, next topic is par yield. So class, what is par yield? क्लास पार यील्ड अपने आप में कूपन पेमेंट्स ही हैं, बट विद वन कंडीशन. क्लास जिस बॉन्ड के अंदर प्राइस ऑफ अ बॉन्ड एंड रिडेम्पशन वैल्यू सेम होगी, उस बॉन्ड के जो कूपन पेमेंट है उसको हम क्या कहेंगे क्लास? पार यील्ड. सो क्लास if we have price as 100, we have in year bond, let us say coupon payment is denoted by CN, and redemption is also 100. So class 100 is equal to CN 1 by 1 plus y1 1 by 1 plus y2 square 1 by 1 plus yn raised to power n, right, plus 100 divided by 1 plus yn raised to power n. So class, in this scenario my Cn is said to be a in year par yield. Fine. So this is nothing but what? My coupon payment only. Fine. Any problem? So class, let's see some question on class plus 1 by. So class 100 is equal to Cn 1 by 1 plus y1 1 by 1 plus y2 square 1 by 1 plus yn raised to power n, right, plus 100 divided by 1 plus yn raised to power n. So class, in this scenario my Cn is said to be a in year par yield. Fine. So this is nothing but what? My coupon payment only. Fine. Any problem? So class, let's see some question on this. So class, let's see what the question says. It says calculate the 5-year par yield if the annual term structure of interest is this. Now I already told you this is y1, y2, y3, y4 and y5. So class, you have to find 5-year par yield. So class formula, if we apply this 100 C5 1 by y1, and y1 is 6%, plus 1 divided by y2, right, plus y3, y4 and y5, right, plus 100 divided by 1.07 raised to power 5. This 100 is my redemption value class. Fine. Now class, solve this equation for C5. When you simplify, you get 6.93%. So this is your par yield class. So class, please for divided by 1.07 raised to power 5. This 100 is my redemption value class. Fine. Now class, solve this equation for C5. When you simplify, you get 6.93%. So this is your par yield class. So class, please for C. Five. When you simplify, you get 6.93%. So this is your par yield class. So class, please pause the video and try to solve this April 2008 question of IFOA exam, and then we will discuss. Fine.
The n year spot rate of interest I is given by for n12 when they where a and b are constant. y1 दे रखा है 6, y1 इसमें डालूंगी a minus b equal to 6, 1% per annum effective and 6.5% per annum effective respectively. Forward क्या कर रही हूँ? The 1 year forward rate applicable at time 0 मतलब 0, 1, 2, 3. One point zero. माइनस में आ रहे हैं.
Plus, what the question says, the N-year spot rate is given by IN is equal to A minus BN. Class, they have changed the notation. Rather than writing YN, they have written IN. Now, N is taking 1, 2, 3. Class, this formula is only defined for N is equal to 1, 2, and 3, where A and B are constant. The 1 year forward rate applicable at time 0, that is, if 0 is 6.1%. So, class F0 is nothing but Y1 only, right? And 6.5% per annum F1. So class 6.5% F1 we are given. The par yield, 4-year par yield is given as 7%. So class C4 is 7% we have given. Calculate the value of A and B. So class I1 is equivalent to A minus B, right? Or class A minus B, because N is 1 here, or Y1 is 0.061, right class? Class from F0 and F1, can I find I2? My I2 is what? 1 plus I2 square is 1 plus F1 into 1 plus F0. Can I say? So class my I2 will be under root of 1.061 into 1.065 minus 1. So class when you solve this, we get 0.063. Fine. So class my I2 is equivalent to A minus 2B is equal to 0.063. Right? So class solve these two equations, minus plus. This will get cancelled. B is equal to minus 0.002. Fine. And class when you put B key value, you will get A is equal to 0.059. Fine. So class, this is our first part. So we have to calculate A and B, which we have already done. So class, once you get A and B, class we have already get Y1 6.1%, Y2 we get 6.3%, and we can find Y3, that is A minus 3B 0.059 minus minus plus 3 times 0.002, it is 0.065. Fine. So class, it says calculate the price per one nominal at time 0 of a bond which pays a coupon payment 5% in arrear and redeemed at 103% after 4 years. Class, हमें price
Okay, C4 is 0.07, 1 upon 3/4 का भी निकाल ही सकते हैं, लेकिन 3/4 का मैं निकालना पड़ेगा. F3,1 is F Y3 Y4, Y3 is 0.065 into 3,1.
निकालना है 4 साल के बॉन्ड का. तो क्लास माई पी, हमें ग्रॉस रिडेम्पशन यील्ड नहीं गिवन, हमें स्पॉट रेट गिवन है क्लास. तो फॉर्मूला will be what? Coupon payment is 5%. तो 1 rupee के हिसाब से तो 0.0, I'm taking 5 first class, then we'll divide by 100, final answer. तो class 5 divided by 1 plus y1, here it is I1, 5 divided by 1 plus I2 का square, 5 divided by 1 plus I3 का cube, and 108 1 plus I4 raised to power 4. पर प्रॉब्लम ये है क्लास, हमारे पास I1 है, I2 है, I3 है. कॉमन मिस्टेक स्टूडेंट ने क्या की थी, इससे I4 निकाल लिया. बट कैन वी फाइंड I4 फ्रॉम दिस? No. Why? Because this is formula for defined for only 1, 2 and 3. It is not defined for I4. Right? प्लस हमें क्वेश्चन के अंदर एक और एक्स्ट्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन दी हुई है कि वी हैव अ 4-year par yield 7%. Right? So class, with the help of this information, we calculate the value of I4. So class, let's apply the formula. So class, let's apply the formula. It is 100 is equivalent to, class we are taking price 100. So 7% of 100 is 7. 7 divided by 1 plus I1. 7 divided by 1 plus I2 square. of 100 is 7. 7 divided by 1 plus I1. 7 divided by 1 plus I2 square. 7 divided by 1 plus I3 cube. And 107 divided by 1 plus I4. Plus we have I1, I2, I3 are given, right? So with the help of this formula, plus simplify the value for I4. So plus we get 7.071%. Plus substitute this value here, we get the price of the bond. Fine. So class price of the bond we get 95.45 or 0.9545. As class we have given the redemption of one nominal. According to one it is what? 0.9545. Clear class?